So it came to pass, some years ere the coming of Orome, that if any of the elves strayed far abroad, alone or few together, they would often vanish and never return. And the Quindi said that the hunter had caught them, and they were afraid. And indeed, the most ancient songs of the elves, of which echoes are remembered still in the west, tell of the shadow shapes that walked in the hills above Quivienen, or would pass suddenly over the stars, and of the dark rider upon his wild horse that pursued those that wandered, to take them and devour them. The Silmarillion, Quintus Silmarillion, Chapter 3 of the Coming of the Elves and the Captivity of Melkor. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we discuss the Orcs. Amazon's Rings of Power has managed to rewrite Tolkien's vision in the worst possible ways, and it seems that not even the Orcs have escaped its creatively bankrupt and insultingly talentless touch. Episode 3 opened with Arendir, portrayed by Puerto Rican actor Ismael Cordova, having been captured in the south and enslaved by white-hooded, pale-skinned orcs who sizzle and burn in the sun like vampires or something. But here's the thing. The orcs are fundamentally a corruption of existing beings, namely elves. So, as they're not entirely new creatures, there's no particular reason they would be especially damaged by sunlight any more than their uncorrupted counterparts. They don't like it, sure, but that's because they were made in darkness. It doesn't set them on fire. Why is this important? Because their ability to travel at great speeds for long distances and fight with all the might of wild animals, day or night, is part of what makes them so frightening. It's part of what makes them so dangerous. Amazon chose to nerf the orcs, and in yet another useless change that only serves to allow for contrived moments like this one. And then there's the complexion. Orcs generally are not white or albino. They were described as sallow-skinned with wide mouths and slant eyes. The only reason I can imagine that Amazon would make every last one of them pale is to avoid the connection to people of color, a connection only they would make. Lastly, orcs are rational and incarnate beings, but they do not worship any master. Nevertheless, leave it to Amazon to portray the orcs as worshiping as a father, a mysterious creature known as Adar. For Adar, an orc whispers in Arendir's ear. We learn in episode 4 that this entirely made-up character, he exists neither in the lore nor in any previous adaptation, is a corrupted elf. They love and admire this creature, but Tolkien describes the orcs quite differently. The captured elves are broken, imprisoned, and he also says, by slow arts of cruelty were corrupted and enslaved. And thus did Melkor breed the hideous race of orcs in envy and mockery of the elves. He goes on to say, and deep in their dark hearts, the orcs loathe the master whom they served in fear, the maker only of their misery. But yet again, you have Amazon taking these characters and ruining them for their own purpose. Sure, they assume that they can do better, but we know now that they can't. It makes absolutely no sense. But hey, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.